Hey, I'm Ben. I'm a huge fly fisherman. Welcome back to another episode of Huge Fly Fisherman. I'm so glad you took the time to watch my video. You may notice that it is currently winter here in Hugetown and maybe where you live also. So today we will be talking about how I dress for winter fishing. Wait, winter fly fishing? Are you crazy, Ben? Not really. Winter's a great time to fish. Fishing in the winter doesn't mean you're a hardcore or dedicated angler. It doesn't make you cooler than the people that are inside tying flies all winter. It just means that you like fishing and you might be a little dumb. There are so many cool experiences to have in winter that you just can't get in the summer. Things like chipping ice out of the guides on your rod, frozen boogers, numb toes, hitting the water when it's still dark at 8 a.m., spilling your last cup of coffee because you slipped on some ice, going back to your car every 20 minutes to warm up, trying to tie knots when you can't feel your fingers, accidentally dropping your reel in the water and having it freeze solid. There are just so many great things about winter fishing. But really though, you can have a great time fishing in the winter if you dress properly and stay warm. So let's go through what works for me. We'll start at the bottom, boots. Number one, no felt soles if there's snow on the ground. Snow sticks to wet felt and you end up with these huge gobs of snow on the bottom of your feet. It ain't cool. Felt's pretty obsolete these days anyway since it's a vector for invasive species, so just ditch the felt. Rubber's the way to go. Number two, keep your boots loose. Tight boots are cold boots. You want to increase circulation to your little piggies to help keep them warm. Pro tip. You guys want a pro tip? If you're fishing multiple days in a row in the winter, remember to bring your boats inside at night. They'll be scared of the dark if you leave them in the car overnight. Okay, working our way up. Next, waders. If you really want to stay warm, by far the best way to do that is to wear 5mm neoprene boot foot waders. They're heavy, they're ugly, but man are they warm. The neoprene's a good insulator and having the boots attached to the waders keeps your feet much warmer. And yes, the camo does add a little bit of warmth and style. One thing I noticed when I bought my Neeps is that it was hard to find them without felt soles, which was frustrating because of reasons we already discussed. Hear that, wader makers? But if you can find them, get them. You'll be the goofiest looking guy or gal out there, but you'll also be the warmest. If you don't want to throw down on some new Neeps, or if you just want to look cool for the gram, just wear your regular breathable waders. You'll be fine. Okay, how about under the waders? This is even more important than the waders themselves. It's all about layers. Channel your inner Ralphie's little brother. On my feet, I'll wear some nice warm socks, preferably clean ones. On my legs, I'll do one or maybe even two pairs of long underwear, then some lightweight pants over that. Something like pajama pants or sweatpants are great too. You want to wear your soft clothes. Carhartts or jeans are not what you want under there. Up top, more layers. I run cold, so I've usually got a couple base layers, then a sweater or something, then a hoodie as my outer layer. Something more substantial than a hoodie might be better for you, but I'm into hoodies, so that's what I wear. If the weather turns a little wet, I'll throw on my rain shell that's always in my backpack. The most important thing to consider with your outermost layer is whether or not you're going to put it over your waders or inside your waders. I'm an over the waders guy. I think it's warmer and more comfortable. I know some people that wear their jackets inside their waders, and those people are crazy. Okay, next, gloves. I carry two pairs of gloves, my beer drinking gloves and my fishing gloves. I carry these insulated work gloves for walking around, taking a beer break, or giving hand signals to other anglers that might be fishing too close to me. But I can't fish in these gloves because I can't feel anything. I need some sensitivity in my fingertips, so I use these wool fingerless gloves. I cut the thumbs off too, so I can tie knots. Pro tip, that's right, you get 2 pro tips in this video. If you need to handle a fish, take off your dang gloves so you don't remove the fish's slime coat. Remember, conservation and ethics. Okay, let's keep working our way up. Buffs. I wear buffs in the winter. They look super cool, and I like it when anyone under the age of 25 makes fun of me. Wearing a buff is a great way to make that happen. Seriously though, it really helps to keep me warm, and I have a few of them with me all the time. Next, hats. I like a nice warm beanie. If it's bright and sunny out, I might put it over a ball cap so I can still have a brim to block out the sun. And a pom-pom on top of your beanie will help your casting by counterbalancing your chakras, but they can be problematic if you want to put your hoodie up. Gotta get a big hood. Well, that pretty much covers what I'm actually wearing on my body, but there are some other things you can do to help stay warm. You can carry hand warmers. They work. You can build a little fire and pretend that you're that guy that writes those books about fly fishing. But I've been saving the best tip for last. There is one thing that you can do that will keep you warmer than anything else when you're winter fishing. Would you like to know what that is? Okay, I'll tell you. But first, I want to say that you can go to hugeflyfisherman.com and pick up some sweet Huge Fly Fisherman merch. And I just want to thank you for watching. Also, I want to say that I know about that time you stuck a piece of corn on your pheasant tail because you wanted to catch some bluegill. And I'm okay with that. Okay, really though, I've got the best pro tip for winter fishing. Stay out of the water. If you stay out of the water as much as you can, you will be a lot warmer. When I'm winter fishing, I'm in the water for like 10 minutes, then back out for a beer, rinse and repeat. And that's gonna do it for this episode of Huge Fly Fisherman. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay warm and stay huge. Okay, let's do it again. I had a beer with you at the end of the last video and I got a lot of comments about it. It was very popular, which totally took me by surprise. I was just trying to fill up some space. But it was cool. So let's do it again. I just cracked a beer. Why don't you go get one too? So I hope you're good. I hope you've been out to fish since my last video. I have not. Well, I take that back. I went ice fishing. So you can count that or not, but I got the itch to go. But I have some plans. I booked a one-way plane ticket to Florida and a rental car. And I have a loose plan, but it's pretty wide open, which is going to be cool. Because usually I go on a trip and it's, you know, I'm going to go here for these days and do this thing with this person or people. And this is very open-ended. I have a loose plan, but it's going to be very fluid. We'll go wherever the fishing takes me. Luckily, I have a lot of awesome friends down there that I can bully into boat rides or bribe. So that should be fun. But that's not for like 3 weeks or something. I'll try to fish around here in the meantime. I hear a helicopter and a plane. Planes are kind of a pain when I'm trying to shoot these videos. This is where we go to cut our Christmas trees. We really need more snow. There should be twice as much snow as there is right now. I feel like we say that every year though, and then it ends up snowing. It's 23 degrees today. It is in fact 13 degrees warmer than when I filmed the last video. Minus 25 yesterday morning. It is winter. Hence the Florida. I don't really trout fish too much in the winter anymore, to be honest with you. I used to a lot, but I'm old and lazy now. Hence the Florida. Done. See ya. I missed.